Hello you brilliant bright baby blue Bionas. Joel here from the Hangar Bay coming with April's Bandai delivery. First up we've got a few orders of business to deal with. The HG Wound Ward and the Pixie. I do have those kits on order for both June and July. Maximum numbers for both months. So 36 on each of those months. The listings have not gone up yet. Same deal with the Gym Dominance. That's due to eBay's handling requirements for top-rated sellers and trying to retain top-rated seller status. Those listings will go up around May 14th. Anyway, the Wound Ward, that is what it is. I can't do anything about it. I can only order the maximum I possibly can. If they have third and fourth runs of that, I will order for that. Same deal with the Efreet Nacht from this month. Just be warned, that is what it is with Bandai. I'm not entirely sure why they decided to go with having it as a Bandai exclusive. I've seen the model on display in Gundam Base Tokyo. I suspect that it has quite a few stickers on it, and Bandai were afraid that a lot of orders would end up being cancelled because of that. I hope not. It might be because Bandai simply wants to have Advance of Zeta as a Bandai sort of exclusive series. That may be the case, but that beam rifle, that looks a little worrying knowing what I know about the HG processors and how stickers end up working with HGs. So that is what it is, just be warned. I have them on order, they'll be listed up soon enough. Anyway, let's open some boxes. So this is, okay, right, so Black TriStar set, they've sort of box these individually. These I can actually ship out as two separate shipments, so it is possible to do economy shipping on this rather than straight up EMS. It's too heavy for EMS, too heavy for standard and economy as a single shipment, but it is splittable and that is a bit cheaper than a single EMS. So that's a possibility for those ones. I have even more on order. This is going to be the same deal, it's going to be Black TriStars. Let's do this one. They're empty. It's interesting. Oh, okay. So, like TriStars again, they kind of box them up. Triple Stand is its own separate thing. It is also possible to combine that with other kits. So, because it's two shipments, you can put well, there's basically a fifth box with a third Black TriStar. So there's two Black TriStars, a standard one box, and then one Black TriStar in the second box, and then I can add another kit on top of that if you want to combine extra shipping on two shipments rather than three. M91s, this is a bit of a sticker hell, unfortunately. So with that, the biggest issue is all the color wraps on the waist. Oh, sorry, not the waist, on the front skirt. Anyway, yeah, so unfortunately it's got the lots of color wraps. The deal is with the M91, it's got like 3 different colors on the front skirt. You can't do that amount of degree of color separation on HD processors. It's not doable within budget, unfortunately. So recommend taking up painting for that one if you want to. It's quite a popular model. It's quite nice. You just need to get a paintbrush and some enamel paints, or if you don't want to risk the paint, then you would need to prime it and then add some acrylics. Anyway, next one. Okay, so new for this month, Crossbone X-0. Now this is, again, okay, not much sticker wraps, but the issue with this one you're going to see is there's going to be color swirling on the silver parts. I believe this is a consequence of how the plastic is injected into the molds. So if you see this part, this is the sprue, this is where the plastic's sort of coming into the mold, and then it's going to spread out through the runners in different directions. And then eventually along these channels, it's going to eventually meet up in some of the parts, and as the two fronts of the plastic meet up, it's going to cause some sort of swirling effect on the join, isn't it? So that's not a lot that can be done about that sort of thing. There is going to be some swirling on that. If you want to get rid of that sort of thing, you're going to have to paint it nice chrome silver. This thing will come up really nicely. So something like an Allclad or some of the super metallics that are available from Mr. Hobby or Krios. Those are good options for that sort of thing. But that's that kit. I believe most of that box is covered. Okay, so reissues. Crossbone X2. Crossbone X2. There's also an X2 custom that's not available in HD form. I do have the MG Vercar of that. I do not have the MG Vercar of this X2 variant, which just has the really nice lance with it. Otherwise it's the Gundam X in HD form. It's a pretty nice kit. I have a few for this month, a few more available in June. Alright, that's that. A few more of these ones. It's the Wing Zero Custom with the Drei Zwerg and special coating as well, so it's got a really nice finish on this. This time it has all the parts, unlike the last time I received these when I was missing one of the parts and I had to wait for the Bandai to ship individually packaged the missing part from this kit, and that was just hilarious. So there were some delays in shipping that out. Previous video before, ooh, nice fold. Look at that. Nice planing on that, but yeah, so unfortunately you're going to have some of the nub markings on that. That is what it is. It's been an older kit as well, so no undergating because it's an older kit. They're not going to do new molds for a special gating or special coating, but looks really nice. Get yourself a nice pair of cutters, get it cut cleanly, it'll come out really nicely. And then this one, this is the big ticket item for this month. Efreet Nacht. Right, so most of these for this month have been sold already. I've sold about 24, I have 36 on order. Some will be held back just to back up in case there's problems. I have 36 available for next month. I will just switch over to the pre-orders for next month when the supply runs low for this month. If there's third and fourth runs, I will order. If there isn't, then that's it for this kit. Interesting thing that I'm looking at here is, why does this one cost more? It has more plastic, well, like more than the Efreet Custom. The Efreet Custom costs a bit less. It has more plastic, but there's no, I'm not seeing any slide molding. So, I've got an Efreet here. Bear with. I guess there's much fewer stickers, but here we have the Efreet. Got a nasty sticker sheet here for all the trims. So it is what it is. But you notice here on the shoulder part, so on the Nacht there's going to be a seam line running right down the shoulder center. Here you've got an undercut, but here they've used a slide to deal with the undercut, so it's all nicely done in one piece. That is also the same case with the RE100 version. Not the case with the Nacht. So that's kind of a bit interesting, even though it's priced higher. But at least it's like no stickers there, so that's at least one nicety of it. Either way, that's a very popular kit. Most of them are gone. By the time you see this, they're probably all gone. But there'll be more for May, so that's that for that box. So, something not Gundam related. Install P Bandai, install a model kit. For fans out there for Yamato 2202. We've got more of the Achilles in. Not a huge number. I realized that there's some demand for this kit. I had some in before, they sold out. Ooh, okay, weird. Anyway, if you're a fan of Yamato 2202, I have 5 at the moment, one more coming in beginning of next month, and that's it for that kit. Orders are no longer being taken from Bandai. Really nice water slide there. Yeah, that's that one. MG Turn Red. Bluefin Distribution have this. If you're in US, you are able to get this from US retailers. If you're located in Europe or Oceania or anywhere else, then you're going to have to go through somebody like me, and a P Bandai reseller. It's a really nice kit. It is big. It will fit within the economy restrictions, so it is possible to ship this via economy. It is at the maximum possible size allowable for that, but it is possible, unlike the Uma Lightning high mobility Gelgoog. It also comes with water slides. I believe was a Bluefin negotiated to have that changed. It was originally announced to have stickers, and they changed that in process. So I guess thank you Bluefin for that. It's a really nice kit. Got a couple more coming in. I believe it's still available on order. If these two sell out that I have now, then I can order more. Seraphim feathers. This is just what I've had before. I think we saw that last month. It looks really nice with the Gundam-based Tokyo variation of the RG Wing Custom. It also looks good with the regular Wing Custom if you just have one of those. Nice little feathers, very clear effect. This is actually interesting. Oh no, it's not like case. Well, this is a bit clear on the stand, but usually an interesting thing, if you see these sort of stands, it's just a comment of how the injection molding processes work. But cases, usually with these sort of ribs for reinforcing, there tends to be sinks that occur around that. I believe on the Deep Striker you have that case. And what's actually happening is when you have an injected molded kit, you need to keep all the walls at the same thickness. The reason being is because the plastic cools, and when it cools, it shrinks. So when it shrinks and it's at different thicknesses, you can get these sort of sinking effects. So if you think here where where you have a T cross section, where the rib meets the actual surface, then it's a little bit thicker there if you think along the diagonal, which is what causes that sink effect to actually happen. Special rules for injection molding. And then we got the second run. I sold out of these ones. I've got more. I've got a few more coming at the beginning of the next month. In June, the Act Zaku, very popular item. There was only 2 runs of this. I split the second run over 2 different deliveries, so that's why I have more. I have 36 on the full second run. I had 20 on the first run. I believe Bandai are sitting on more, however. They closed off orders and they're keeping them in storage for now. So I fully expect within, I don't know, it may take a year, but I fully expect that there will be a reissue on this kit somewhere within the near future. Unfortunate thing is it's got the crotch too. There's no water slides for this. Maybe they'll do water slides. They've been doing water slides for HD the Origin kits. They've been doing water slides for P Bandai HD kits as well. If you think about the GD120, it is for, and that's for like Blue Bit Destiny side story kits, and that specifically has markings for the Efreet custom that we just saw earlier. But yeah, it also has shoulder seams because again, no slide molding, so you're gonna have to deal with those. But that's there for this month. Guncannon Detector, the Z-MSV version. So instead of having a cockpit that's brightly red color on a dark blue background, we can fool our opponents by having just a completely bright red mobile suit instead. This has some minor part variations compared to the original Zeta, but the biggest selling point here, not Zeta, the Guncannon Detector. Big selling point, water slide decals. That wasn't in any of the marketing images. There's no marketing images actually showing that. They are there, they are in the description. If you read the description and understand Japanese for it, you'll see that this has water slides. It has some minus parts variation, so it is a unique kit. Bit floppy from what I've heard. It does have the lowering crotch as well for stability. It's a bit gimmicky obviously, but I think that's a pretty good kit. I think you should definitely check it out. Should hold it the correct way, shouldn't I? And yeah, especially with the water slides, it'll come up really nicely. And then, holy crap, that's huge. Oh no, sorry. No. Okay, so, what goes it? Graze Shield. So there's Graze Shield set. So this is 2 standard Grazes. IBO line, I have, what is it, 15, 16 this month. I didn't order as many as what I was expecting for orders. IBO seems to be a bit all over the place in terms of demand, so it's a bit hard to predict. Anyway, I got an order. The unique thing with this, it's just standard Graze, there's nothing special about that. Big stickers, kind of to be expected with how the color apps work with these IBO kits, or IBO, just HD processors in general. So that's why I sort of expect that. But the unique selling point is sort of the shield, I think that's it, and the big halberd, if I can find it somewhere, which are unique parts for this. Okay, that's the shield there. So you got a big shield, and you got the big halberd for the that makes this set unique. Great shield. Most of these have been ordered out, unfortunately. I will try to get more in for June. Yeah, June. June is the next month that this is available, second run. I don't know how demand's going to work because of those large stickers that we just saw. If demand remains strong, then I will try to get more. After that, if not, then, well, no need to order more then, is there? That box. Final one. Okay, so Crossbone X1 custom. So this is Crossbone. Has the cloak with it. You need a bit of work to get the cloak to come out looking really nice. Where is it? Back? Oh, holy cage at the bottom of that. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that thing. So, I believe that's some vinyl type plastic, so you do need a bit of work to make that look the best it can. That's there if you want it. Don't have a huge number of these kits on order. I don't expect there to be that much demand for it, but it's there if you want it. Crossbone X1. Oh, okay, so last new kit for this month. HG Advanced Jinx. So I have like one of the MG Advanced Jinx remaining. I have quite a few of Deborah's Jinx, and this is the HG version. So following the Jinx 4 GBT, we have the, which followed the, sorry, not GBT, GBF, the Gundam Build Fighters variation of the Jinx 4. We had, and before that we had the Accelerate Jinx from Gundam Build Fighters as well, and the Striker Jinx was also appearing from that, and that was a retail, and now we have the Advanced Jinx, which is mostly just the Striker Jinx, only done with the correct colors, few stickers, yeah, so that the drives are going to have the stickers on them, unfortunately. That's always the case. Waist articulation isn't the best because the ball joints are there. Still, it looks pretty awesome for what it is. It also has the big lance. I have, as I said, a couple of the MG remaining. If you wanted it in the dark blue colors, here we have the HG. I suspect they'll come out with Deborah's Advanced Jinx as well in the coming months, towards the end of this one's run, and I guess they'll be doing the Jinx 4 in 00 colors coming out after that, or that's my guesses, could be different. But seeing how things are sort of shaping up and how they seem to just dovetail the different variations into each other, that would be my best guess of how the relations will work. Moving on to May, we have coming up, we have the MG Hyakushiki mass production type. So unfortunately it doesn't have the nice gold coating like the retail release. It's curry flavored essentially, but it does come with water slides. If you can paint that thing up, it will look really nice. We have the Heavy Gundam, the HD version of that, which is from the Origin line, which is a new release with the really big weapon on that one. The MG Advanced Hazel, variation of the Hazel. As I said, all these Advanced Zeta kits appear to be coming as P Bandai versions. So that's got the extra shield booster and the sub arms attached to the crotch. We have the Aloy's variation of the MG Jinx 3 that's coming also in May, and the listings for that, and HG Goof Flight Type. Unfortunately, again, P Bandai, suspect it's going to have a fair few stickers on that, but we'll see, I guess, when that comes in. And then finally, for the RG Zaku line, following the Black Tri-Stars, we have the Zaku Mine Layer. I have that on order for that month, and then I have more available on, what's the second month? It's going to be like July, I think, is the next one of that. Also, if you're into Converge figures, I am getting the P Bandai Converge figures coming in. So I've got the Converge Fars, the P Bandai version of that, and the Converge Dendrobium. They're coming in next month, or probably the beginning of June. I'll probably schedule it for the beginning of June, but they're coming in. I will list them. I haven't got them listed up yet, but I will have them listed up eventually. Probably, I think on the 25th of this month, I will list them. And then the Gachapon Senshi Forte X04, the Nightingale. I have that listed up already. That has to come with a separate shipment. That's available for pre-order. I'm not entirely sure when I'll schedule that to come in, but probably before the end of May. And that's that. That's everything for watching. If you want any of this stuff, please check out my eBay store. Link in the description. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.